Hey everyone, hope you're having a great Friday. So I'm going to talk about something totally different, and that is sports cards. So I got back into it a couple years ago. People were making money in it. A little bit of nostalgia. I'm a Maine guy, live in the Kentucky, Indiana part of the country. So rocking the Celtics. Still love my New England teams. So give me a chance to buy some players that I like. Past and current for New England teams, and also kind of a social event. So something else I was going to talk about that I recently set up at my first card show. I learned some cool and interesting things there. And might share some things there. Always appreciate any feedback. So also I went to my first really big card show in Nashville. I've been to the smaller one in Nashville, which you have in the school area. That one is definitely a really great card show too. I have been there twice before. I've picked up all kinds of different stuff, whether it be packs to open that weren't crazy priced, vintage, slabs. And so back in March, I went to their really big show that was over 300 tables. So that was definitely a little overwhelming. I'm like, man, there's so many vendors. There had to have been 200 vendors. I picked up some really great cards here to share some of them. I picked up some older cards, Mr. Griffey, some other vintage or some older, Mr. Lou Brock, several Kyler Murray, current players. Picked up a lot of Russell Wilson. Numbered, this one is numbered 71 out of 199. This one is numbered 132 out of 299, Russell Wilson. That was a cool looking card. And a legend, Mr. Walter Payton. And as a Red Sox fan, I picked up this slab, PSA 10. Got a deal on it. I was buying a stack of cards, for someone, and I was like, hey, you think? So worked on price. Never hurts to ask, as they say. So I picked up several more cards when I was there. And then also, figured, just kind of walk around, check and see how people were setting up their tables, how they were, pricing things and so forth. And so some of the cards I've been picking up recently, since the card show that I sell at is in Indiana, figured never hurts to have some Manning cards. I got some Mannings in a one touch. So I got that Manning, and then also I got several other cards that I'm probably going to add into my showcase. I'm looking for a glass showcase. So I didn't have one the first time I set up, since I just didn't think maybe I would need one. So I have those cards I'm going to add to the showcase probably, or definitely have them set up, being selling cards in Indiana. And some other cards that I picked up that I'm going to add to the showcase. And, to be honest, if they take a while to sell, I'm okay with that because, they are kind of cards of some of my favorite players, and that is Mr. Luca. This is a PSA 9 Panini Chronicles. Luca's still playing great, and it's another PSA 9 Luca card. And then here's a few others. That's not a rookie, Donruss Optic. It's a Luca rookie. And another guy that I'm a big fan of, current player, Trey Young. Luca, that's probably going to end up in my showcase. And then another card, and then this year isn't a card that I'm out of my showcase. It's a PC card, Mr. Giannis. So that is a 2014-2015 Panini. So, and then I have been buying more even before baseball season. Mr. Louise Roberts. I got like several stacks of his cards. A lot of these are rookies, Donruss Optic, various cards, uh, kind of different looking cards. And another baseball guy that I was going and buying before, and I got stacks of, is Mr. Bo. I was buying a lot of stacks of his cards, and so some of it were cards necessarily to flip, and then also cards just also for PC. So I might put this in my showcase. Some people have been talking about them. I actually pulled this one out of a pack. You know, sometimes if I can find cards at stores, everybody knows how that can be hard to do. Pull this Evan Mobley. So I might put that also in my showcase. So I have that. And so I have the Louise Robert PSA 9 Topps Chrome. Probably going to end that in the showcase. And then Mr. Bobby Witt. Some people I know are a big fan of him. And then I have several other Larry Bird cards I'll probably add to the showcase. And then I have been picking up a lot of um, Tyrese Haliburton cards since he did get traded to the Pacers. This is another card that I picked up in the Nashville card show. So added that to the stack. Then also have some Jason Tatum rookie cards. I'll be adding those to the showcase probably. Setting them out. Those cards have been selling. John Morant rookie cards. I have a few of those that I'll be adding. Ja always seems to be selling. And with some of this older stuff that I always try to buy when I can find it. Some of the vintage, some of the not even as pretty super old, but even some of the pre-1980s stuff. Now, to me personally, I just kind of look at that stuff as like a blue chip stock. You know, a lot of those cards aren't mass produced as the infamous junk wax era, and a lot of those guys are Hall of Fame players. So some of the 1970s, 80s baseball is very consistent. It doesn't go up and down as much in value. Like one of my favorite cards, I have a couple of them on the 1973 Roberto Clemente's. That card doesn't really fluctuates a little bit in value, especially when you're looking around. People will talk about the condition of the card, obviously, but that card stays pretty stable, like a blue chip stock. It doesn't see huge waves in the price of it. So some of those cards too, if I find a couple Nolan Ryans from the 70s and stuff like that, so I'll always be buying those to see what they are. And this is another one I think I'm probably going to add to the my showcase. Great player, Atlanta Braves, Mr. Acuna. And so probably add that. And so set that out. I do have a $1 card box, and then I had stacks of baseball rookies, and then several $2, $5 cards. And some of the things I've learned when I was setting up is you never know what people are going to look for. You cannot judge. I had a couple gentlemen, older. They're asking about Patrick Mahomes, LaMelo Ball, and I'm like, oh, not what I would expect. And that's why it never hurts to have a variety of cards. And so, you never know. Some people, they like certain players, certain teams, and also too, a lot of people there's still people out there that still really like to build sets of cards, whether it be Topps Heritage. There's a gentleman I met, and he loves building Topps Heritage sets, so that was kind of cool. And also, selling cards for me is something I just really kind of got into. I'll only be setting up for my second card show in April, May, and so May 18th to 20th will be the second time I'll be setting up at a card show in Evansville, Indiana at the Washington Square Mall. And then if you want to know when the next big Nashville card show is, this is July 15th to 17th. Now, you can follow them on social media. They are very active. I definitely recommend it. They have several smaller card shows, like I said, each month, and that card show still is really great. I wish I could make the one this weekend, but I can't, unfortunately, tomorrow. So, but they always have a great selection of vendors. Some really great cards to check out, and some other people that have bought some really great cards from recently. Like their content is TV sports cards. Bought some cards from him. Really great customer service. I like watching his you know, followed him recently. Bought some cards from him. So, and then the schedule for the next card show that I'll be at in Indiana right here. So that'll be May, like I said, May 18th through 20th, Washington Square Mall in Indiana. So, no, kind of more of a hobby for mine, and then also a social thing. Sometimes there's a cool story behind cards, and so hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate any feedback, and as always, like to hear what people are collecting, and hope you guys have a great day.